Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Right, the next one was TXT.
Oh my god.
And this was a surprise,
that
wasn't
good or was that good?
Because this was a surprise because it gave me the same feeling of like if I was gonna give any like contenders of I want Western artists to make music with this band, I'd say TXT.
TXT.
Which is wild because they're so
newest.
new, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yet they feel so like they're aligned.
I don't know what it is. I think it's because they're so fresh, so young. They just seem to fit so well with the pop scene right now that's happening in the Western world so easily.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
Ariana Grande could sing along with those boys and absolutely murder it.
JB,
Justin Bieber.
You can see the clear inspirations in it as well.
Like, I mean, Billie Eilish in one of those songs. I mean, what was
imagine?
that song? Their title.
Oh, the title track.
Yeah.
Can't hear me anymore. Can't
Can you
see
see me now?
Yeah, can you see me?
You can't see me or something like that.
Yeah, I
At
forget the name.
TXT.
We
Just give
did
me a
drop
sec.
the video.
Yeah.
Can't you see me?
Yeah. Dream Chapter. That's the name of the EP. Can't You See Me?
Yeah, Can't You See Me, yeah.
Can't You See Me? That was such, like, Billie Eilish could have done a weird vocalization to that, remix that track and drop it, and boom, you get a hit internationally.
They murdered. They actually bodied that beat. I did not expect them to do so well on a beat like that.
Me neither.
And they murdered, dude.
Especially because I had this preconception of them being a
It's a weird
happy
beat.
puppy band.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
did
it's a weird
not
beat.
expect them having this super cool, darkish, progressive type of like vibe to them in the videos. Also, that video kind of played along with we're fresh, we're young, but we also have our internal troubles.
But it was
And
also
so
light-hearted
cool.
because it was fruits, wasn't it?
Yes, but again, it's the play on the both, you know? And how do you feel when you're a teenager, you know?
Yeah.
It's such a great
They have such a
great
bright
comeback.
future, dude.
So,
And I can't wait
honestly,
what is next for them.
and just for them being with Big Hit, I know they're headed to big success. Big success.
And they sort of resonate because Big Hit also has BTS, of course.
Yeah,
So they resonate to a younger audience, maybe.
they do indeed.
Right,
They're young.
see.
They're targeted towards a younger audience.
That's awesome.
They're the teenagers, the school students. And stuff.
I see. Then I wrote Drama. I said it's a well-produced pop song. Beat changes. The beat changes made sense. And after listening to a lot of K-pop in these last 2 weeks, there are a lot that does seem to be like a trend where you sort of put a lot of beat changes and quirky stuff. Sometimes doesn't make any bloody sense and it's unnecessary. But on this, it made sense. On this song specifically, it made sense. And I said a lot of value in the international market. A lot. That song has a lot of value. And I said possible hit in my eyes. Both that one and Drama, possible hit in my eyes.
Actually, TXT and Eternity, the whole EP for me, it's a very solid international hit.
Huh?
The whole EP itself.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very accessible. It's a great introductory album to K-pop for somebody who's never heard K-pop before, because it's so familiar to what's happening right now in the pop scene. It's very trendy.
I just thought it was good, yeah.
But say that you've never heard K-pop before, and I played some of the songs to you, you'd be like, oh, wait a second, who are these guys?
Oh, so you're saying this is all like an in to the Korean industry? Yeah.
They're an easy in to discover a whole world of great artists.
Yeah, and they're genuine, actually K-pop.
They're genuine K-pop.
They're Korean pop.
They're exactly the pinnacle of it.
Yeah.
But they're so fresh and international. I don't know. They're so westernized, yet they keep so much of the roots of being Korean and the Korean pop. What it is.
They're a
what it's
well-made
made of.
product, I think.
It's so good.
Also, I think Big Hit has learned a lot from BTS.
From BTS. I was gonna say, just by being with, like I said earlier, just by being with Big Hit, they're headed to great success.
Right. Weird, isn't it? How now Big
Big
Hit
is the
big dog.
label to be with. Yeah.
I remember after watching that documentary of like BTS and Big Hit and their relationship together, and then I also in my own time I watched this documentary just about Big Hit and how their stocks used to be like trash, and no one really cared about them, and everyone sort of just to see them as like a stray
The
dog.
underdog, yeah.
No, a stray dog. You know, and then all of a sudden, you know, with a lot of smart money moves and a lot of right investors and stuff like that. So It's just crazy. It's such a lovely story.
It's fantastic.
Then Fairy of Shampoo, which I thought was the weirdest name out of all the albums.
So did I. I thought it was such a cool name.
Please, for the love of Jesus, explain to me why that's the case. I find it very hard to look for lyrics of this song, and I found them. Some people in the comments of that thing said they were a bit inaccurate.
Okay.
But no one explained what the hell is the Fairy of Shampoo? What does that mean?
Me neither. I wonder what that is.
Wow, I turned on my light by accident. Yeah, so I said I like this song a lot. Very hearable yet peculiar, and it showcases talent and chord versatility.
The chord progression there was so unusual for a pop song. I really liked it though.
Weird, but good.
Yes.
Nice.
Not experimental to be like, oh, what is that?
Yeah, not edgy enough to sort of be like, fucking.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Again, very consistent album.
Then Maze in the Mirror. I said I particularly enjoy guitar singer-songwriter type of music. So I'm a bit biased when it comes to songs like this. But I thought, first of all, you get Can You See Me, right? Heavy pop. Drama. Heavy pop. Fairy Shampoo. Low-key pop. Right? Where it sort of turns a bit weird into, those slow beats, sort of like R&B.
Yeah, they kind of mix a bit. You got that edge between R&B and pop.
And then, bam, a ballad. Or a singer-songwriter sort of guitar.
And it fits so well. It was such a great progression because
it's like lowering the volume at the right time.
Yeah, it was like getting you to that. It was working you towards it.
Brilliant.
And I adore that. That's what I meant with the other other albums that we were talking about. Sometimes some tracks just feel like they don't fit in, but this was such a beautiful progression.
Hold on, I wanna just remind myself of Fairy Shampoo because I'm thinking. I think
That's such a cool name, by the way.
Fairy
of Shampoo.
Shampoo. I just want to remind myself. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah. So it close to a ballad. Close.
Yeah. But it could easily be, you could easily put a ballad after, and it wouldn't feel like, oh, a ballad here.
Well,
weird.
they did, right? Maze in the Mirror.
Exactly.
As I said, I particularly enjoy guitar singer-songwriter type music, so this is good. Introduction of ballads and slower songs made sense too, and it drives away from the hard commercial pop, so it's slowly evolving into this. So I think it slowly evolves the audience and the listener. That's what I mean. It's like this was a really clever album in terms of the listening experience of showcasing in an EP of 6 songs, seven songs.
6.
How much TXT can do, which I think a lot of these bands have this capability. First through their training because they're actually fucking trained, you know what I mean, and you don't get artists in any other part of the world where they're really trained like that, so they can do everything. So it's hard sometimes in an EP when you only get so many songs to showcase that hey, they can rap, they can dance, they can do pop, they can do ballads, and then they can also do R&B and a bit of I don't know,
commercial stuff.
Yeah. So very hard, but they did it. They banged it on. So I thought that was really good. And then Puma, I said weirdly good timing after 2 ballads to switch it up like this.
It was
with Travis Scottish.
It was unexpectedly good, and I felt like Rosalia could have done something weird there too.
That was one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, it was Travis Scott, such a great inspiration for that track. I don't know if that's it, but he has great influences in there.
It's a bit. I don't know enough about the Korean industry to see how much inspiration they take from other parts of the world.
Yeah, but remember the beat producers and the
work with everyone.
Yeah, and the people that do arrangements for the tracks are international people. Are people that sometimes they're British, sometimes they're American, sometimes they make music for the Indian pop, and so they're very. That's why you get such a versatile. Sound.
And also I remember someone said in the comments once, which thank you for commenting, they said the reason why, because I said, oh my gosh, how do they do these catchy lines? It's so weird that every time I'm always gonna remember those little lines. And then someone said, oh, they actually have someone that speaks English fluently think of these little lines, and then they bang them out.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Lyricists and producers, they usually are from out of town, let's say.
Okay.
So they're very, they outsource a lot.
But I do wonder how big Western artists are as an inspiration for these sort of bands.
Well, I mean,
like Travis Scott or
I think they're pretty
Billie
big.
Eilish.
I think they're pretty big. I think because they're global, aren't they? So you hear them everywhere, as well as you hear. It's like when we were in Venezuela, we were listening to mostly Latino music, but we know who the hell Beyonce was when she first released her solo stuff. That was played everywhere, and everybody wanted to be Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? And when Chris Brown first released his own stuff, everybody knew who Chris Brown was. And even
Travis, Rosalie, and Billie Eilish are in that level.
Absolutely. They're very global, so I would say they're known.
Right.
And their influences are known, for sure.
The reason why I ask as well is because they don't, many of these bands don't write their own stuff. The label provides them with lyrics and stuff like that. So then it's like, are the writers inspired by this? Are the people who make the arrangements inspired by the whole industry? Is it actually them? Because we saw that video of who was it? They met Cardi B, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, Cardi B."
Oh, I don't remember. I think it was BTS. I
think it was RM or something like that.
RM was like, and Drake. They were like losing their heads over it. Yeah.
They do know.
They do. Yeah, they do.
And then would they introduce sort of like get inspired by that and then perform it in a certain way to sort of show their inspiration? I don't know. Maybe.
Well, again, I believe that the music industry is so
broad.
It's so broad, and it like everybody influences everyone at some point, somewhere.
Well, But
so,
all of these pieces of music, all of these projects are influencing us.
That's what I'm saying. So the beauty of the music industry is that we are feeding off of each other constantly, and in such a healthy, beautiful way. It's like we're not codependent of each other, but if that our specific artist didn't exist, or break that ground, or enter a different
feed off of each other,
you wouldn't open your eyes to a different genre, or a different arrangement, or a different chord progression. There's always, I know, like, I've seen tons of interviews of the artists that I love, and they say I was inspired by Stevie Wonder, and I was inspired by Lady Gaga, and this person changed the way I see the world. And so we're constantly all being influenced by the current media and music that was done years and years ago. So I when people say, oh, you shouldn't compare, you shouldn't say they're influenced by this and that, I think yes, we should, because we are all growing, and this is what's making those artists be better. We're all like helping each other in that ground.
Yeah, it's a bit weird not to compare, because it'll be like, say you have a group of friends, right? It'll be like saying they haven't had any impact in your life, or any impact in your personality.
Yeah. We start talking like each other. We start acting a certain way. There's certain jokes that other people won't get, because
or in a broader
spectrum
perspective, I was about to say, but whatever. The videos you watch influence you. The shows you watch influence you. The actresses you like influence you. Your political views influence you. Your
movies you watch, the books you read, the people you talk to, everything influences you constantly.
So, and if we accept that these guys making music, even though they seem like gods, they're human, they also get influenced by other people. So it's not far off to believe that they also have inspirations of other artists. But I just want to know, like, what TXT sort of like, who they want to be like, or who they look up to and stuff like that. Then I said, like, very good choice of beat in Puma, good use of the vocal line, the rap is good, and the sample is really good. The sample was really good.
Beautiful.
I don't know who that sample is, but please let us know what it was. A lady. Was that a lady?
I think it was, and it was so beautiful.
Then Eternally, I said clear inspiration shown on this one, right? The same Travis, Billie Eilish. Good use of what's working right now on the international market. The problems with songs like this, I said, is that they switch up too abruptly. Like, the first half was my favorite bit, then it changes crazy, and then it goes back to normal. I'm like, whoa,
what happened? Yeah.
And then I'm like, whoa, hold on, Why did you do
me
that?
Hanging,
Yeah, why did you do that? But then, Vale, you brought this to my attention. It's like, Efra, remember, they're gonna perform this live as well. So imagine the performance value this might have. It's the same as the NCT case we were talking about earlier. Some of the songs that I wouldn't listen to with my headphones while my eyes are closed and I'm vibing, I would absolutely pay to watch in a live performance.
Yep.
With fireworks
And that is my final
Fire.
conclusion with TXT. They're internationally so accessible.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They got so much potential, and I am so excited to see what they bring
And
in the future years.
Sup people, if you're a dancer. Sup people, if you're watching this and you're a rapper or a beat producer,
A singer, a ghostwriter, or even just somebody who likes new music,
then this is for you.
Feature Friday is the show where we make new music every week featuring your tracks, your raps, your lyrics, or yourself as an artist.
There's no catch. This isn't one of those weird posts where you click on the website and you're trying to order AirPods and they say it's free and then you have to pay like $100,000 million for shipping. This is completely free. We understand how difficult it is in the music industry to get seen, and there's so many amazing rappers and singers and beat producers out there. So this is just a place to showcase your skills. We showcase our skills. We make music every week, which we love doing anyways. We get to show new artists to new people and new people to new artists.
So if you'd like to get featured next, message me here on Instagram or email me and we will get in touch pretty soon.
Please do it fast because a waiting list is forming and we don't want anyone waiting around. Keep scrolling by.
See you Friday.
Peace.
Bye-bye.